guys, Scott here. Welcome to my review of Kong Skull Island. My daughter and I went and saw this movie last night. My wife wasn't that pumped for it, so we went along. My daughter was not overly thrilled about seeing it, but she just came along to have a look, and I was actually really pumped for the film. I'd heard a lot of positive things about it. I'd avoided the trailers just like I have every other film recently. I'd seen the design of Kong on a poster, but apart from that, I hadn't seen anything of the film. Um, so I got really hyped up over the last couple of weeks. It had a real lot of positive reviews in the media, and they were pushing it pretty hard, and apparently it was really good, so I got all pumped up. My understanding of the concept of this film was that they're going for the whole War of the Monsters element because they want to work towards having Kong versus Godzilla. Apparently that's why they've upscaled Kong's size so dramatically from previous Kong movies in the past, because he's huge. Honestly, it was pretty shit. I really wanted it to be good, but I won't lie, I really just wasn't that into it. It's not an awful movie. I've certainly seen worse, like for example the Matthew Broderick Godzilla film that came out years ago. I'd put this probably on par with that Godzilla remake they did recently with like Bryan Cranston. But you know, in its favor, at least it didn't make you hang out for half a movie before you saw any special effects or monsters. Like they did show him pretty much right from the beginning. But that in itself was somewhat of a problem in the fact that the first scene you really saw him in, where he took out all the helicopters, was probably one of the best things he did in the entire movie. Now, I'm usually pretty spoiler free on these things. I'll talk about elements because they showed pretty much the entire movie in the trailers. So if you want to stay completely spoiler free and you still want to go see this movie, then you should probably bail now, because the trailers did really give away absolutely everything. I checked them both out last night and they showed the works. The concept was that, they've discovered Skull Island. The money guy convinces a whole bunch of military dudes and trackers to come out to this island with him and survey this unfound, tropical paradise. And I don't know, they say they're going out there for geological reasons, but they're really going there to find monsters. And, they go there and Kong messes them all up and they go on a big run, and it's very, very standard. Now, I couldn't help compare this movie to Peter Jackson's King Kong that came back in 2005. That movie has a lot of negativity surrounding it due to its huge length and a bunch of sort of dopey scenes in the film, which I completely agree with. But there's a lot about that movie I liked as well. Peter Jackson made that as a fanfare to himself. It was really fan service to the fact that he started making movies because of his love of the original King Kong film. It's too long. There's a bunch of crap in it, like the Brontosaurus is falling off the cliff as they're all running, and they're stupid, dudes Tommy gunning bugs off each other without shooting themselves. Like, there's a bunch of dopey shit in that film. But there was some really good stuff. Now, one thing that really stood out to me watching this new Kong movie last night is for a movie that was made 12 years later, Kong himself really did not look that much better from a computer effects, special effects standpoint. The Kong in Peter Jackson's film I actually preferred. He had a lot more range of expression. He had a bit more comedy kind of stuff. He was like a big sort of spoiled baby and had tantrums and carried on. And the fight with the T-Rexes I thought was probably as good as any of the action scenes that happened in this new movie last night. But the one thing they really got wrong with the original Peter Jackson one was that the technology showed that layering things like people and monkeys and dinosaurs and fake jungles and stuff, it really didn't work that well. You could always see that it was computer effects. But Kong himself in that was phenomenal. Kong in this, I get that they've made him bigger for their potential Godzilla spin-off. He's huge, but he walks much more upright like a man, and I don't know, I didn't really dig him that much. My problem also was with the fact that with the whole King of the Monsters tagline and Godzilla fighting monsters in this movie, I expected a whole range of different creatures that he would be battling. There were no dinosaurs, for example, which even though you saw some dinosaur bones and skulls on the island, you didn't see any dinosaurs. They had weird big giant spiders and strange tree stomp creatures and, a cool squid. But the primary bad guys that Kong fights in this movie, again, I'm spoiling only things that are in the trailer here, are these things that have come up from the bowels of the earth, and I immediately didn't really dig their design. As soon as I saw one of those things on screen, to me, it looked like a cross between Alec Baldwin's mask thing that he made in Beetlejuice, parts the creatures from Temple Run, and parts Spy vs. Spy from Mad Magazine. They were the three images that really stuck in my brain when I was watching them. So for me, that was a major letdown as well. I didn't like the bad guy designs in the movies. The people in there, the cast were okay, like Samuel Jackson and John Goodman. Brie Larson, I think is her name. Like, John Goodman was good. Samuel Jackson was Samuel Jackson. But I didn't really care about any of the people in there, hence I didn't really care when any of them died. It was okay. Yeah, I just, yeah, really didn't dig it all that much. So if you're a diehard monster movie fan and you want to go see a big special effects, check your brain at the door extravaganza, then you might get something out of it. But if you're really going in there expecting a great movie, you want to reel that shit back in because it is not a great movie. That's really all I've got to say about it. You know, go see it at your own risk or learn from my, overhype that you should calm yourself before you go in there. I'll be back next time to review probably Ghost in the Shell, I think is the next major movie to come out, and then there's Stacks after that. So anyway, hope you enjoyed my review. As always, click that button up there to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Tell your friends about the channel, and I'll be back soon. Thanks guys, thanks for watching.